Yeah, crack came along. This black light, and you know how we would choose. Uh, we would call them nice girls. They still call them nice girls, but guys want to make a nice girl bad nowadays. But we wanted to keep them nice. You know, that's the difference. And uh, you didn't want to do all that kinky, freaky stuff with your woman. Now, all this oral sex and stuff like that, that's that broke out with the hippie movement, late '60s, in the '60s, around there when they had the hippies, and the hippies was giving these free love thing and having orgies. See, orgies became a thing, back then, and uh, quite naturally, the blacks was following along with it, doing the same thing. But then they start freaking with animals, bestiality, and brothers started doing that with the little funny looking dogs, you know. And so these prostitutes, when I was coming up, you know, I was hanging with pimps, and the pimp that everybody was into was Iceberg Slim, and this is before Superfly. This is before Rosebud and Don Juan Bishop and all them. They probably was little boys like me or younger than me. But all this is learned from the Caucasians, you know. And once we once it became a lifestyle and a culture, because the drug is a culture. Users of drugs have made it a culture. They got their own language, they got their own behavioral patterns, and a system. And that started, back when I was very young at around teenager, a little bit after I was a teenager. So when that drug became a culture among black people and white people too, uh, the junkie mamas would have junkie babies, and it pass on down, pass on down, pass on down, and it's a trend, but it's an epidemic and a lifestyle now. Now you can't, you don't know how to pick a boyfriend. You don't know how to pick a girlfriend. You don't know how to pick a wife or a woman. And I'm saying it like this: Elijah Muhammad cleaned the FOI up, the brothers and sisters up. They cleaned up. So just follow a example. You gotta have some sense. You gotta have street sense, and you gotta have book sense. But you gotta be a warrior for your people. If a sister, say brothers, if a sister can't dig you like that, she ain't worth having. If a sister want to run to the white man, I don't care if she got an she's an MGT or what, but if she want to run to the white man all the time, uh, you know, that's what Malcolm did. You know, once he, I don't know if that showed me what kind of character he was made out of. He had. He wasn't no coward or nothing like that. Far from that. But he went to the white man and exposed all of the business, even if it was true or even if it was false. He didn't have no business telling that white devil nothing. Because you got women, black women, that do that. They're the enemy. And whether or not you want to believe it or not, after 400 years, you can't tell they're the enemy. I wouldn't want you on my team. If you don't know who your enemy is, either you just a sucker, or you're dumb, or whatever. People saying, well, it's just different points of view. We got our point of view. You know, like Martin Luther King, when stuff happens, it happens to show you what's going on. Martin Luther King was killed, and he was nonviolent. And then after he get killed, after they kill him, they want to make a holiday and a monument around him. I mean, they kill their own presidents. So you got to know something ain't right with this guy. And he running the earth, the planet. Black light.